Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing really good. I'm in beautiful Santa Monica today.
Oh, wow.
I'm
Traveling.
I'm here at the Experts Connect. So it's a networking group that's getting together, and so
Oh,
this is the weekend.
oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
So it's like every day, 2 days or one
it
day?
starts this afternoon at 3 o'clock, 3 to 5. We hook up, we connect, we meet our group. I think we're broken up into sales groups, and then tomorrow and Tuesday.
Oh,
We end at,
wow.
yep, we end at 3 o'clock on Tuesday.
And so it's just little workshops that you get together with little groups.
I don't know what to expect.
Oh, wow. Look
I
at you
know
going in
I'm
it blindly.
blindly and not prepared, but how can you go in blindly not prepared when I'm just going to be me.
Well, they go well together, blindly and not prepared. It's okay. So you're perfect. You're right on cue there. Oh,
Yeah,
wow. That should be interesting.
yeah, I signed
Yeah.
up for this over a year ago.
Yeah.
Called Experts Connect. I've been watching the ladies. I think there's a couple of gentlemen who are connecting over social media, and they're posting pictures, and I'm not there.
That's okay. But you can learn from them.
I can learn from them. I'm hoping to draw from their energy because
Yeah.
I'm really drained. I slept until 8:30 this morning. Of course, I
Oh,
didn't go to
wow.
bed till about 1 o'clock, but I could have gone to bed at 9 o'clock and probably slept till 8:30. It's just been a real push for my daytime job. So it's just been kind of a little bit just yeah, I have low energy. So I'm really happy to be here to collect it, to get energized again. I think we all need this type of event, whatever it is.
I remember years ago when I worked for this one company, it was a women's networking group that my boss signed me up for. And it was at the Fort DeRussy. And
Okay.
so, and you'd hear women speakers, entrepreneurs. I loved it. It was so out of my comfort zone back then.
Yeah. Yeah.
But just listening to these successful women, and you're not where they are, but that's okay because it just, like you said, you feed off that energy, and then you
Yeah.
take that, and then you learn a little bit from that, from different parts of different people's stories. Yeah, I
Well,
really enjoyed that.
and and I have a lot to share as the event coordinator. You know what I mean? And that part, so there I excel at what I do there. I'm just in a pivot state of values, mission, what I enjoy and how I'm bringing it all together. Um, I had a really long conversation with a friend of mine who has lupus, and we were brainstorming last night, and I was bouncing things off of her. And everybody I speak to, Doreen, needs the 3 documents that I talk about. Everybody
Yeah.
from like I maybe I'm repeating myself from last week, but I ran into a coworker, my day job. She lives with her boyfriend. They've been together for 10 years. They bought a house. But if anything happens to him health wise, his estranged son is going to be the one who's going to make his decisions.
Yep. Because it's
And
my boyfriend. But well, wouldn't common law come into play at all, or not at end of
not
life?
for healthcare processing, they're
Yeah.
not going to take time
Yeah.
to get all those documents,
Yeah.
So to
That
answer your
happens a
question on
lot.
that, a lot.
Yeah.
And, my friend that I spoke with last night, she said, her husband won't tell her what he wants. And we just talk about the importance because if it's about taking care of your family and making sure that when you're gone, these are some of the things you can do to make sure that they are taken care of by having these 3 simple documents in place. Although not easy, um, it will bring peace to most when the time comes.
Yeah, you have to get somebody to that headspace, because when you talk about this kind of documents and what you have to prepare for, it's making it real. It's bringing it to life. It's speaking about the end of life. And a lot of people don't like to touch that subject at all.
Yeah. Well, and that's it. We were trying to come up with different titles because I just don't like end of life or death doula.
Right. Yeah.
Although I am reading articles now because, once you start to read something, all of a sudden you're being flooded with information along that line. And that's what they're referring to. That is what the name of their business is. The other thing, when you think about naming your business,
Right.
I've been playing with that live real, well, not playing, I am living real aloha. I love it. Maybe I can come up with an acronym for real, or ACE was an acronym that one woman came up with. It was advocacy, choice, and I can't remember what the E was, but there were, was purpose in her name. And
Mhm.
so if I can take my mission and my purpose and incorporate it, but I do feel like it's living real aloha, honoring Ho'oponopono, others. There's a lot in the aloha that can be used. So
Can't you, yeah, like you said, you got the acronym. So you just gotta pick each letter out of your name,
like
try to
respect.
find something that
Yeah.
relates to what you're doing within that word.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a nice little challenge.
Yeah, it was. And that just came up this morning, as I was just kind of waiting to get them come online, that I read that article. And it's an 88-year-old man who's has diagnosed a year ago, and his death is coming upon him, but he's not concerned because it says who showed up. He wasn't excited to see so and so or so. It was Beverly, let's just say her name was, his
Uh-huh.
death doula. And
Ah,
he
okay.
was there. And this article breaks up the different places, like some help with legacy projects, which I could be good at with the digital clutter cure through Lydia, who helps document things,
Mhm,
and then
mhm.
also getting their paperwork in place. But see, then I'm all of a sudden going, oh, you're going outside the box. Stick right now with that one
And then
off.
just build from there. Yeah.
Get the
Right
offer
now.
done,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
document all that. I like that tomorrow for this Experts Connect. Two things about what this woman is doing, and I'll be happy to talk about it next week since I only know what I know, is she puts out the directory. She encourages you to look in and connect with 5 people before you get here. I did none of that, but I love the steps that she did.
Right. You
I
learn
just
from it. That's okay. This is,
right,
it's
right.
okay.
And well, Doreen, this has been like one of the busiest. Uh, I did probably the most important and biggest event of my life this week with my current company.
Wow.
Yes.
And where
And
in Oregon or here?
luckily in
Oh,
Oregon,
okay.
luckily in Oregon. And it was 15 to 17-hour days. And then I got on a plane to come to LA. It was just this.
Wow.
So I haven't even had a chance to, my last night was my first just downtime.
Wow.
What was I saying about the way this woman does this connecting? We start tomorrow with the 1-hour journaling session
Oh, nice.
to identify what we're going to and want to get out of this weekend, this week.
Oh, okay.
I love that.
Yeah, so you start out with it, and then at the end, you'll probably journal about the experience, and you can compare the two.
Either way, I know I will, right?
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
love that the intention is right off the bat. And I have today, I've got to do things for my day job. I really wish this was vacation.
You've had a vacation in the course of this past. You went to Maui.
That wasn't vacation.
Oahu. You went and visited friends.
Those were my weekends.
That was only a weekend, but that's still a vacation. I mean, what is a vacation? A week, 2 weeks? That got
Oh
that.
no, a vacation is taking time away from work
Right.
because you can have a homecation,
Yeah. Yeah.
staycation, vacation. But really, I had hoped that the next 4 days, today and the next 4 days would just be focused on this. So I'm dedicating this morning. My roommate gets into LA about noon. And so I'm going to work on my day job till noon or 1 o'clock. and then I'm going to put this away. And once she
Okay.
gets here, I'm on. I get to be on vacation and focused on living real aloha.
Right, right. Doing your thing.
Yeah, doing my
And so
thing.
you took time off of work to do this.
I did. I took Monday and Tuesday off.
So, oh, you took Monday and Tuesday
Yes.
off. So,
Yeah.
okay. So you just put in a few hours now, get it done,
Yes.
and don't pick this up until Tuesday or Wednesday.
Correct. Yes. Which means I really have to focus on, the things that matter,
Yeah.
and then and probably not my expense report because that
Yeah.
would take all the time that I have. But
Well,
I
what is the other thing that you have to do? Just document what happened?
know I have to plan for an open house on May
Uh,
4th in Bellingham. And I need to make sure in my notes that we confirmed with the mayor that the
okay.
rental equipment is,
So
I
the
don't
next
necessarily,
plan.
yeah, oh yeah, I'm just always on my next event.
Yeah.
In fact, I um was gonna
Can't you
fly.
just like have somebody do that for you? I mean, like do that part that, like you're writing down like, oh, contact this one and get confirmation, do this, and then you pass it on to someone that's on your team to do the work. So that way you can focus on,
Sure, proper
yeah,
planning. I could,
yeah,
and I did a number of these things, like, and that might be part of what I'm doing today, is
yeah.
figuring out and delegating. But the reaching out to the mayor is on me because I can't let anybody know that I possibly dropped the ball on that one.
Oh, okay. You just,
But you'll know when I did it.
if you watch this recording. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Yeah, you got a
that
lot
will
going on.
proper planning. So,
Yeah.
but I did get a very nice compliment. Um, you make it look easy.
You
I'll take
really
that.
did. Yeah,
I really will
you
take
really
that.
did. Yeah,
I felt like that was probably the nicest thing somebody could say to me.
yeah,
Good job, well done, excellent. But you make it look easy, which is what I want to do. And that's what I want to kind of bring to my mission, to the living real aloha. This
right.
is, and then you don't have to think about it, you know?
Yeah.
Make it easy.
Make it easy. Yeah,
Make it easy for them to just say, these are just documents. I mean, and I don't even feel comfortable saying just that. Um, but anyway, that's kind of where I'm at. So
it just makes lighter sense of what's going to happen, what's future, I mean,
yeah,
everybody's going to go through the process. Why not prepare for that? Even though through our whole lives we were juggling and unprepared and whatever, just prepare for this and then you can move on and enjoy, do the rest of your life.
yeah.
And
And
as
it's
long as
not
that's in
death.
place.
And if I could replace the word death, transitions, I loved this empowering
Next step.
ending, empowering endings. I
Yeah.
loved that, but that's how I
That's
take
nice.
it.
Uh,
I play it. I'm like, "Ooh, what is that?
yeah.
All I need is another domain name to pay for."
Yeah. I understand that. So do you have to get these? I would assume you have to get these documents notarized.
No, not a one. Witness, but not
So
notary.
witnessed, but not notarized.
Correct.
Huh. Because then I would think that the family or, that estranged son or whatever,
Gonna
because,
say, who are you and how come and who did
and
this?
yeah, I know nothing about you. Well, you're not in your father's life or mother's life, but still they can fight it because they're the family.
And and many probably will. That's just what happens in life.
So
But
you
that's
can suggest it,
intention.
right? I mean, recommend. You don't need to, however, I mean, always have a witness.
However, we always have a witness, and I'm a notary.
Right. You're still a notary?
No, I'm getting that. That's all part
Okay.
of my plan.
Yeah. So that's
Yep.
good. Being
Yeah.
part of it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. But
Going back to notary.
always getting someone, hopefully, that they respect and trust to notarize it. But again, a lot of these people don't have families. That's why they're going to be in this situation.
Right, right.
And then there'll be others who are proper planning. And then my girlfriend last night said, even the 20-year-olds, they're not talking about it. They live recklessly. They've got a lot of money, and then nothing.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. So this is something we all need to be aware of.
It's
I
because
worked
the
a little,
parents aren't familiar with it, so they're not teaching their kids and so on and so forth, because we talk about it, but
You talk about it?
Well, we talk about it jokingly.
Okay,
Like they don't
see,
like to talk about it, but
right.
and I jokingly just say, do whatever you want, and it's up to you two. Just please don't fight over because it's stupid, but that's not a way to go because they can be like, ha, 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 ha. And then at the end, you know,
Yeah,
as long as they're getting along, I think they'd be fair. I know my daughter would be fair with my son because basically she's the older one, so I would assume that she definitely would take over, and he would be okay with it because that's just the type of person.
yeah, their personalities and the roles.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, but yeah, and me of like I am one of them. Like I don't want to deal with that hard stuff. That's just it's too real for me. And although when I purchased this house, I was immediately I got life insurance and I got that and then I was like, all right, I got to start reading on um, put the estate, kind of thing and how to keep it without the government taking their taxes or taking the property from you. And what is it called? Why am I drawing a blank? To keep the property within the family and protect it so that way, I don't know, creditors or whatever can't attack it and take from it, because it's protected.
Yeah,
Trust. Yeah.
yeah, I
So I
trust.
started
My
looking
parents
in,
have a trust.
yeah. So I started looking into that. And then we have a company that we have access to through our company that does all the documentation. So I just plunk in all the information. But of course I didn't print it out. So it's it's in the abyss of nobody's gonna find it if they're not looking, so yeah,
So
being
take the
able to
time,
pull it out.
yeah, take the time, pull it out and just put
Yeah.
it important documents so that your
The kid,
family could find it if they need to.
yeah, because then yeah,
Yeah.
it's a sneeze away. So
Well, and this is what happens. Usually you lose someone and that causes you to take action. When my grandparents
yeah,
passed away, my mom and dad took action and everything is in a trust. And that was, well, my grandparents passed away in 2006 and 7. But my parents haven't had to think about it for almost 20 years now,
right,
right? It's done.
right,
Now they don't have those important how you deal with end of life things. But however, that their assets are in a trust.
right. Right.
So
Well, it's all protected. And they
yeah,
did it right when they were thinking about it, and then they don't have to think about it anymore.
yes.
Good, unless something changes and then they want to take that one out of the will or put that one in the will, then
Yeah.
it's
It's
all,
just focused on the 3 documents, right? The
yeah,
3
keep
documents.
it simple.
Right, same-sex partners. If you're not married, your partner
Oh,
doesn't have the option. That
yeah,
happened to my good friends, and I have stories to share
yeah,
about how she was in a motorcycle accident, and her partner, they weren't married at the time, couldn't speak on her behalf when she couldn't. They had to bring in her brother into the situation who was like, "What? Huh? Yeah," that
how frustrating.
it was for
Yeah,
every.
yeah,
And so when I spoke with her about this, she goes, and then she relayed her experience, and I was there, and I remember that happening. I thought that's right.
right.
So these are important things. So again, I'm here today to learn,
All
meet with
right.
women, energetic. I want to get some of that back. I don't feel I have that.
Hmm.
Um, so we'll see what happens.
That's awesome. How exciting. I look forward to hearing next week your
Thank you.
experience through this and,
Yeah.
and the types of people that you met, because that would be interesting of where they all came from, what different
Yeah.
kinds of companies and businesses they have. Because this is entrepreneur kind
Yes.
of, so it's
Absolutely.
all,
100%.
and is it a
A lot of
women
life
event?
coaches. Huh?
Is it a women event or everyone?
It's Experts Connect, but a couple, like one of the speakers I know that's been on the calls is a male
Okay,
or
good. So you get both.
not identified. Do we need to start talking like that? We're not going to be gender specific.
Oh, geez, everybody's sensitive with that, I guess.
I know, and it's
It doesn't make
it's
a
building.
difference. I mean,
Yeah, it's building awareness because our audience, well,
yeah,
if you're listening
yeah,
and you have an opinion, let us know.
yeah.
We only know what we know.
Yeah. Well, that's why I just said, is it a women's event? Because if it's not, then everybody can go, right? Because,
I think the way it is structured, anybody would be welcome.
yeah,
I think
that's
from
good.
what I see on the attendees, she attracts a lot of women entrepreneurs,
Right, right. Okay.
and there are a lot of life coaches, and I even, as I work through this, I could coach,
Mhm.
but then there goes in that imposter syndrome, but then I see somebody, you can be a life coach for $7, get your certification. So what is that?
Right, right. You don't want to get your life coach from that person. No, you
I think you
one
just
step
are
at a
one.
time. Yeah. Well, building a community, I think, is a good thing, and building membership and having one-on-one, I wouldn't call it coaching sessions, support sessions, or, so you can have that connection with the people, your clients that you're going to have. I think that puts their mind at ease with the trust factor and knowing that they have the right support person, which would be you, to guide them through the process.
Yeah.
You're easy to know, easy to meet, and easy to talk to. So, you got the three E's in there. So you're good. You're on the road. Good for you.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I don't got the same energy as you, so we're good. No, I'm the same. I'm all over the place. I was down and out for the whole week last week. Not feeling up to par, sick, but yeah, I'm in my course still. So I met up with my group yesterday and owned the fact that I was a little bit behind, only to find out so were they. So I felt good, but um yeah, I am, my goal I put out there, my commitment is to come up with 3 patterns this week of design so I can move into because now they're going into the 5th module, which is, I think, licensing. So I'm not there, and I really need to get my 3 patterns done and commit to them. So I've been playing with my program and getting things done there. And then of course I sidetracked with my website because I'm revamping that. But every day I'm doing still, even though I'm still doing something. If I was while I was sick, if I wasn't drawing, I was listening to podcasts, listening to different people talk and getting that energy. But I go up and down. I don't know what it is, but I go up and down. Um, and I did hear, stop working on your website, stop working on all the stuff that keeps busy work, and start working on the course. um and I'm still fighting with that one, I guess. So that's, I just have to choose one, because I have, but I just have to choose the one that makes me happiest, and I haven't decided that. But the main thing is working on the existing course that I'm in, and I gotta finish that, because I do hear a lot of people buying these digital courses and never finishing, and I don't want to do that. And I have quite a few that I still need to finish. But for now, the one I'm working on is the one that's guided me through the surface pattern designs. I have I have to do some, I have some projects that I have to do. Plus I have a couple of craft fairs that I got coming up. So I gotta get on
Yeah.
that and do that too. So these designs will help that get ready. And I can, kill 2 birds with one stone. So going along, I think it's going along. It's your process, and it's your, it's how you do it. And work has just been insane.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Yes.
having the two separate has so many benefits. I feel like this is my craft room now.
Good. I was going to ask you if you were
Yeah.
feeling the effect of separating the spaces.
Yeah. I wish that downstairs where I have my office area, I'm sitting there going, I should build a wall, like a door, and make it a room,
Um, mm.
because it's very open.
You have an office though that you could do that. It's just being taken up right now, right?
Right, right.
Yeah.
So I don't need to build another room and block that off.
No, but you could put those screens.
Yeah, but it's not a matter of the screens, because I thought about that, the shoji screens, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's, because you're talking, and that privacy of what you say is in a
Yeah.
room versus in a room that echoes through the living room and kitchen, and
Yes.
so it's really exposed. That's the only thing I don't like about it. But
Okay.
but finishing that, shutting that down, walking away, and coming up here to work, huge difference. What I say, keep it separate.
Okay.
It really, really makes a difference. So that I'm liking. Now I have to just
Right.
do things around here, and I made it really nice, and I, got new curtains, and I hung some shelves, and I just made it warmer in there, so I didn't feel like I'm in the dog kennel area, kind of
Right.
thing,
Sure.
because it's kind of a mixed spot. But I even thought about switching it around a little bit more, but it's working. It's working.
Right.
It's fine.
Yes.
And
Yeah. And if it's working right now, get back to the course, the pattern course versus
yeah,
another distraction. The
exactly.
My parting words with my friend who is a mother of 10, has lupus. Her husband is not paralyzed, but he is in so much pain. He may as well be because he doesn't move a lot because
Right.
it hurts so much. And I mean, talk about just sad things that happen. She just registered her truck, got it on the road, and it was stolen. I
Yeah.
mean, there's just all these things. But
Always something.
yeah, anyway, I love her because we leave each other positive.
Right.
And, I just said to her last night, I want, because she goes, remember, you're in the pivoting stage. It's kind of how, we talked about it. Because I also said, I don't know why I'm here. I'm here because I signed up a year ago.
Because you're supposed to be here. And this came at such a great timing.
It
It's
did.
it's such a perfect timing.
It is, Doreen. It
Yeah,
really is. And I just told her, I want to be the doer, not the learner.
exactly. Well, be the learner and the doer.
Yeah.
You got to always learn and never
But
stop,
come
but
on,
but move forward.
we
Just
get what
keep
we're saying.
moving forward and be consistent.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah. So
And that's what we're doing. So we're doing good.
that's our message.
Yep, there you go.
All right.
And that's our life in a nutshell.
And that is our life in a nutshell.